Hello and welcome back to the workshop, where I'd like to introduce you to a new arrival. Here we have the WPL C34 from the Tomley's RC Garage giveaway. I've made no changes to it whatsoever so far. It's exactly as it arrived in the box. As you can see, Phil sorted out some front lights for it, and they're a lovely yellow colour rather than that cold modern blue. Actually, I plan to make very few changes. One thing that I really don't like and intend to get rid of is this white WPL logo here. Now that I've done that, I need a driver. And as this is a 1/12 scale car, I dug out a 1/12 scale action figure. Let's just move the camera down so we get a better idea of his size relative to the truck. Right, well, that looks about right to me. If anything, he looks a little small. But get this, he's simply too tall to fit in. With the backs of his thighs touching the seat, his head would be sticking up through the roof. So this isn't really quite 1/12 scale then. But it certainly isn't 1/16. I wish I had a 1/14 scale driver. Well, in a way I do. I've got these guys. Let's pull one out and stand him next to the other chap and see how much shorter he is. Well, he's bigger than 1/16 and smaller than a 12th, so I guess he is about 1/14 scale. Let's see if I can persuade him to sit in the vehicle. As this is a budget action figure, I had to use a small gas blowtorch to heat up his legs and bend them because he didn't come with articulated knees. And I've also done the same to his arms to get him into a position where he can more or less hold a steering wheel. Let's see if he fits in. Well, he's in. I think I'm going to call that a win. He's about the right size. I'm just going to whip him out and give him a civilian paint job. So there he is. He's got black boots, dark blue trousers, a brown jacket and black gloves. He was wearing a very tall military kepi hat, and I've ground that down with a Dremel to more ordinary head-like proportions. And he fits in quite easily. It may need a dab of glue to keep him there. I wonder if he's any good at driving it. This short interruption to the C34 welcome video is to explain that there's been a problem. As it was driving along, it started clicking and then stopped, all within half a second. I turned it over and had a look and found the front prop was broken. Where the prop had been flinging around, this actually seems to have polished an area around there very slightly. So I took off the prop shaft and thought, well, I'll drive it in two-wheel drive for the video. Sadly, however, there's a problem there too. The front axle really doesn't want to turn. And if I turn the wheels, it turns in increments. I think this guy's getting tired holding the car up. Let's let the poor bloke put it down while I show you the third mysterious symptom. If I turn on the transmitter, you can see the red light there. I held the steering jump, but it didn't go bop, 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 bop. And if I turn the steering, We've got steering, but no forward, no reverse. All these three things happened at once. Surely they're connected. Here's my working theory. I think the vehicle was moving along and perhaps something catastrophic took place within the front axle housing. The wheels stopped and it spat out the propeller shaft or drive shaft. As a result, that then was flailing around. There are marks on the underside of the car where you can see it was hitting it, and maybe it overloaded the ESC. Perhaps the prop shaft jammed against the underside of the car as it flailed around, the half a prop shaft, and blew the ESC in some way. I don't know. Obviously the next stage is to try it with another ESC, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I've received it and this is the state of play. I've tried every solution I can think of for this little problem. I once had a similar problem, drove all the way to the RC shop, and the guy said, "Oh, you just need to centre your trims before you turn these on." So I tried that, but it wasn't that. So there'll be an update as soon as I've had a look and fixed this thing. The car wouldn't run at all, but I'd just spent a while digging out and charging up every 1/12 scale off-road car I could find, and I wanted to make use of them, so I asked their drivers to drive slowly and respectfully past the stricken Land Cruiser in a gesture of welcome. Once I had the car back at the shop, I whipped off the track rod and the cover from the front diff pumpkin, hoping to gain a better understanding of what had gone wrong. If I lift this up, it's turning quite freely now, but it does snag once on every revolution. I'm going to go to Banggood and order everything I can think of that might help fix this. Obviously I need a new front prop shaft. I'll get a metal one, just like the one that Phil provided. And I'll get everything of the highest spec that I can right through this front drivetrain. After that, there'll be another update. I don't want to wait until the parts have arrived to post this video, so I'm going to end it here. But rest assured, this vehicle will be fixed. Thanks for watching.